They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Gators will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll try the run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Going to sling it on second down. Back open in the middle. Great reaction by this defense, immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man on the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Give to the back.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Got his man. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Turning it on. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored the touchdown. That was big time.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. To the air on first down. Buys a little extra time. Wasting no time taking a shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
Here's the handoff. On the move at the 30. Ball by himself down the middle. The 20. Touchdown, Florida. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Comes the Auburn offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Working the big fella to the corner. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Man, these tight ends are such matchup nightmares. They can run so many different routes. And how about you throw in the corner route where you can throw it up to the big fella, where you've worked on your timing, you've moved him all over the field and had success. Great throw, great catch.
Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. Inside the 40. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Auburn going to work with another first down. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the running back. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
Man, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played 1 quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after 1 period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the 2nd quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Dumps it to the back. He makes the grab. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And, guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll go to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the middle. He's got it. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Leaves it with the back. Picks up the 1st down. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Gator! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Tulsa. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they move the ball.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the 30. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
They'll give it to the back. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. back to pass. Zings it complete to the right.
That's when I think if a running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete. Because he made the catch, but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. It's now a one-point game, 14-13.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kid, nice job.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Got his man down the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure you play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Roach. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the roar of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Gators will have it 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll give it to him again. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. They're going to ride this running back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Breaks into the open. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. The run from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. Quick strike complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Firing to the right, complete. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Turning it on. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Auburn to the line in a hurry. He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Touchdown, Tigers! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And that's a backbreaker for this defense, Jesse. They were doing everything they could, trying to let that clock run out, force a field goal. They execute under 10 seconds left, and they put it in the end zone.
Yeah, how about the situational offense there too, though, David? Understanding the time and the clock and managing it absolutely perfectly. And now the decision, do you go for two and try to tie this thing up before you head into the locker room?
They got the touchdown, but now they want the two to tie this baby up. From the gun, he'll try to throw. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just great.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on first down. Pocket breaking down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They go to the draw. Across the 45. At the 40, there he goes. Flying down the right side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Gator.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. Here he comes. This is a gamble. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
From the gun, the ground game. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. He's now over 150 yards on the ground and starting to put Emmitt Smith's single-game rushing record in sight.
Just feed the big fella. I mean, when you make plays and when you break tackles and you can keep the ball going on the ground and getting me first downs, I'm going to continue to feature them.
Fires one high and deep. He got it. They will score. Touchdown, Florida. sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And back to the air on second down. Finds his tight end. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got the back in the middle. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Got like that big, reliable security. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third. Back to pass on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete on the right side. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Here's the snap, looking to throw.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Florida, 35. Auburn, 25.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Sending the offense back to work. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He leaves it with his back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And this team needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Buys a little time. He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Quarterback may change this route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Gator! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the game, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And this should be the last play of the quarter. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. It's complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him. That's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill fast.
Oh, he's got some space. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 5 over Tulsa. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. to pass. Here comes the heat. He's going to run it. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
And the Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. He wants to change this route. The give to the back. Got the first down and more. He's running free down the middle. Pass to 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a make. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
To the air on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. On the run, deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Past the 40. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Punts it out of the air. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Gators come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
You haven't seen that happen too often tonight, taking a loss on a run. This guy's been special. He's been finding ways to get into the second level of this defense, and because of his talent and ability, that's a big reason why they've got the lead right now. You know that's not going to deter them, that last play. They're going to keep handing him the football.
Under fire. Gets drilled as he throws the big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires on the move. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Throw to the end zone, picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Gator! They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hit as he throws. Got his man to the left. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. Wants to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give us up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.